Once upon a time, there was a group of dads who started playing D&D. This is their story.
Hello and welcome to D&D with Dads. We are back, and the group has made it through quite a bit of the Undermountain. They were able to manipulate and Riff cleverly manipulated and convinced the Harpies to bring you guys to the stone stairs. As you guys kind of realize that flying up on the outside of the mountain could be hazardous to your long-term life goals. The Harpies were more than willing, being charmed by Riff's magnificence, to bring you guys to an interior method of ascending the mountain. They led you through some cavey, cavernous tunnels until they brought you out into a huge, beautifully engineered, magnificent architectural hall, clearly built for creatures that are much larger than you. And as you guys kind of emerged almost from this mouse hole on the floor of this giant hall, in the distance you saw a set of stone spiral stairs that ascended, going up. Huge support columns, some of which obscuring your view. And in the distance, you heard the sound of metal being ground on a stone. Like when you've passed by a shopkeeper sharpening cutlery, except really loud and much bigger. So that is where we will pick up. You guys hear this sound? Those of you with dark vision can see for 60 feet, but you can't quite see what's on the other side of the stone stairs and the other side of the hall. So I want you to imagine you are in a massive square room, at the center of which are the stone stairs. You're on one side, and on the other side, you hear this sound. How would you like to proceed?
Well, Durant's
Tuco, you said you can speak giant, right?
Yes.
Now, do you come from experience with parlaying with giants? Do you have pretty good repertoire with them? What do you say?
Giants are good fighters, and I want to learn from the best.
Just trying to think, how confident are we in just sort of going and seeing whoever, presumably this giant that's working in the next room and asking for directions? Or do we think that he'll just see us as food and not care to talk?
Well, I think they might have a hard time catching us. So you can always make a run for it.
Yeah, can giants fly? That's a question I want to know.
I think they're very good. They can fall real good, not so much fly.
But we have a little bit of a problem. Our goal is to go upstairs, right? How fast do you think we can climb stairs like that?
Are we still flying?
So, Bill, meta moment, how many Estros tall is the top of the stairs?
You guys are talking about making it up to the next level above.
Yeah, the next landing, I suppose, where it looks like there might be an exit.
It's got to be at least 60 feet because you can't see where it goes. Unless any of you have extended dark vision.
I have regular dark vision. Plus I have fly.
But see, that's in feet. The question was in Estros.
That's true. How many Estros?
Well, the problem is your dark vision is only 20 Estros long.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So
what time of day is it?
Oh, it's daytime, but you are inside of a mountain.
Okay.
I was wondering if it's time for us to sleep and recharge, but it sounds too early for that.
We can always do a short rest, but I think let's give it a shot. Let's start climbing up. Let's see how much, how long, I guess, Bill, if we were to look at, how long it would take to climb that, I think we would come to a natural estimation. What would we think naturally it would take to climb up 60 feet of stairs?
Well, because the stairs are larger than you, it's difficult terrain. So you're just having your movement. So those of you who on average can move 30 would move 15. If you doubled your movement for each round, you're moving 30. So you figure that could take a good 12 to 18 seconds. Now, my greater
Come
question
on, there's no way that if it's as tall. I'm just trying to think of how I was trying to lob my fat ass up
I'm saying
the stairs as high as me.
Right. If you're sprinting up the stairs, best case scenario, like 3 full rounds. Now, Estroff can't move as fast as you guys.
No, but we can just grab him and pull him up as we ascend the top. So I say we start ascending, guys.
I need to know a couple things. So again, I want you to imagine a square like the one that you're in right now for this Zoom. And imagine in the middle of it, boop, is you will see a stairwell, right? But you guys are not in the middle of the room. You have emerged at one corner of the room. So I need to know if are you just walking up to the stone stairs or running to the stone stairs, sneaking to the stone stairs?
Where is the sound, grinding sound coming from? Is that in a room? Can we see that?
It is in this room. You can't see it because it's on the other side of the stone stairs, but you can hear it.
Oh, hey, why don't we get Durant's hawk, or it's a hawk, right? Yeah, why don't we get Hockey McHawkface to go fly up there and take a look for us?
It's Pierce, but also no dark vision.
Fair enough. But you know what does have dark vision is probably a salamander or a newt that Estroff could turn into and sneak up.
Why do you want me more crushable? Right.
Can we see any light coming from behind the stairways, from where the sound's coming from? If we climb the stairs, we'll be able to see down to where the sound is.
That is a excellent question, and you don't currently see any light because you are in a big room and you are 60 feet away from the stairs. So you can't really see past the stairs because you don't have dark vision that sees past the stairs.
I say let's try and sneak up to the stairs, crawl up them a little bit, and then see if we can get a better vantage point on what's making the sound below, and then we can decide whether we want to go down or keep going up.
How far away from the grinding stone sound are we?
Well, it's past the stone stairs, so it's probably 80 to 90 or more feet away. So if the radius of this room, not that it's a circle, but let's say that it's 60 feet from the stone stairs to each one of the walls. And the stone stairs themselves are pretty wide as a circular stairs go. So you feel like this room from one end to another could easily be 140 feet, 150 feet possibly.
I think what I'm going to have Durant do is hold a spell. The spell being suggestion for when I can see the creature that's grinding the stone.
So I've got an idea. I do recognize that it is a bit of a solo effort, unfortunately. I wanted to be teamwork here, but I could invisible myself and then fly. And I could try to fly over to see what the heck is happening.
Okay.
Right?
Show up.
So
well,
that would burn 1 and then 2. I've got the spell slots for it.
Do you?
While you're doing
I also have dark vision, believe it. I love being a wizard. This is awesome. So yeah, I guess I would. So there's effectively no light, like I can't see my hand in front of my face.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna burn. So that leaves me 1 over there. Yeah. So I guess I'll do dark vision and invisibility on myself. So now I can see. Boom. Right. And whoosh, and then nobody can see me. I'm invisible. And I guess I'm gonna do fly on myself. So I'm just gonna burn 3 spell slots just like that. Right.
You do.
What about concentration with those spells, though?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Uh-oh, shit.
So, roll a d6 for me.
Okay. So 1d6. 50. Oh, 4.
So you can choose. I'm going to let you choose which of those spells you're going to be concentrating on and which of those spells you're just going to hope works. Now,
I'm gonna hope
by
my
that,
invisibility
by that I
works.
mean 2 out of the 3 is what you got.
Shite. So, well, Bill, you're good at letting me learn my lessons the hard way.
No, I'm not
So-
going to make you burn the spell slot. So
Okay.
you're only burning 2 spell slots, but I'm going to say which of those 2 do you want to be working?
I guess I have to. It has to be fly and invisibility, or sorry, fly and dark vision.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to be sneaky with my flying.
Well, flying is pretty quiet. So you fly over to the stairs.
Yep.
Who is moving in a stealthy fashion with Tuco on the ground? Okay. Everybody else that's moving on the ground, make your stealth checks first.
Wait, can I turn into a mountain lion first?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Can. You sure can.
Awesome
Would-
choice, man.
What would be the modifier for a mountain lion?
Well, it really doesn't matter because Durant got a 5.
Mountain Lion's a +6 to stealth. So
God, because I rolled a 5.
right. you're
Better-
okay. So
No,
you're
Durant's
skulking over there. Tuco, what did you have?
Come on,
I got a +10 to stealth, and I got a total 16.
Holy boy,
Right.
how do you have a +10 to stealth?
Expertise.
Awesome.
Riff, what do you have?
Looks like the infinity symbol at first, but then I turned it and it's an 8 plus 6, so 14.
It would have been better if you just rolled infinity.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And
Were you
that's-
questioning me, Bill?
That was the night that Andy won Dungeons and Dragons with an infinity.
Right? But
All
unfortunately, the realistic is it's a 14 total.
Durant, you let down the party once again. Your morale is now -1. For those who have never played with us before, sometimes I make up things or I take things from other games and use them for just one session because it's fun. So now you have a -1 morale. I'll figure out how that works later. So,
Okay.
Humphrey, you fly, okay, and you could see. So you fly over to the stone stairs. You see now that the stone stairs go up they ascend to another level, okay. But as you're flying around the stone stairs, about 30 more feet past the stone stairs, opposite of where you're coming from, you see a dim blue glow. And it looks kind of like a magical light, much like if you were to cast the light cantrip, for example. But it's on a much bigger thing. And what you see is basically a comfortable rug, a bed. You see a table and a chair. You see a small cooking fire that's currently not burning, with like crockery and a mess kit around it. And you see a very large man who looks like he's made entirely of stone, sharpening an axe with a stone. Just back and forth, working it. And then he flips the axe blade over and works the other side.
Would this be a good, I don't know if it's a survival or Arcana check or some history to figure out, would I have any idea or inkling if this is a hostile person or a race of hostile?
Yes, you can make an Arcana check because
Arcana check.
this would be your knowledge of giant lore.
Giant lore. Ooh, 25.
Several things with that roll. Number one, you're like, yep, that's a stone giant. Number two, you know that they're pretty neutral, that they are pretty much the most chill of all the giants. They are
Okay.
reclusive. They like are pretty much peace and quiet unless you mess with them. And you are pretty much certain that this giant or his ancestors must have built this place, because stone giants are renowned for their engineering and stonecraft and architectural abilities.
Okay. So
And he does seem to be alone. You don't see anyone else in this massive chamber.
Okay. So Humphrey is cautious and a careful wizard, so he's not going to go and bother talking to him. He's just going to go back to the group and report.
Okay.
Can I do a perception to see if there's anything that I may have missed before I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So 17.
Okay. The rest of you guys make it to the stone stairwell. As you guys get there, you hear Durant trip and make a clanking sound. As this clanking sound happens, Humphrey flies down like Doctor Strange from the air and just lands in front of you, his cape whipping around behind him, and like lands in front of you.
Hey guys, try to keep it down for a second. This is what I saw. There's a stone giant up there, right? Sharpening his tools. Looks like he's alone. There's a big chamber over there. But that's what's up there.
Not up there. Just want to be clear. You did not go to the level above.
I'm sorry. I went.
He's on the same level as you in the same big room, but just on the other side of the stairwell.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. So over there, stone giant, right? Just seems to be alone. I think from my understanding of stone giants, I think there's a good chance if we go and talk to him, we'll have as pleasant of a conversation as we can, as long as we're respectful.
How tall is he? Is he like 9 feet, 12 feet, 20?
He is
I mean, do we have to climb the stairs to be able to get at eye level with him? I guess is what I'm
well,
going.
he was sitting in a chair, so yeah, he's still taller than you. I think he's 14 feet, but let me look that up.
I just Googled it. It says 18 on average.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. He's 18 feet tall.
So if he's sitting, then he's like
Exactly.
Well, it says 12.
Twice
so I
our
don't know what to
size.
believe.
even sitting down.
So he's a big
Talk
mamma
to him?
jamma, but I suggest we just go up there and we don't surprise him. We make our presence known and we go talk. But
So
what
you don't want
do
me
we?
to try
Durant
and
did
change
that.
his mind?
Say
No,
that again.
I don't.
What did you say, Eric?
Oh, I just said so you don't want me to try and change his mind.
No, I think that we want to be polite and respectful, but be aware of where the exit is if that doesn't go our way. So
Maybe
let's-
have your spell on hand in case things don't go as I expected.
right.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. So do we actually know what we want to ask?
That was going to be my next question.
God,
I
do
mean,
you
we're
wanna know-
seeking an audience with the king who sleeps. No.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So I guess we'll just sort of ask
And-
for the. Sorry.
The Harpies told us that he was at the top of the, what's the name of the staircase?
Stone staircase.
Staircase.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so
Walk,
you guys
walk,
make
walk,
your,
walk.
you make your way over to the stone giant.
It's more of a floaty flutterness, but yes. Maybe I'll prestidigitate behind some sparkly, this.
He notices you as you were approaching, and he turns and looks down at you guys. And he doesn't get up from his chair, but he kind of looks like curiously at the group of you. Does anyone have any weapons drawn?
Negative.
Okay. He just has his axe sitting on his lap, and he leans forward, and he picks up his blue stone that's on the table, the glowing blue stone, and he kind of points it towards you guys, and he says, I have not had visitors here in many, many years.
I kind of nudge Riff.
What brings you to the hall?
We are searching for the giant that sleeps. We heard that he is at the top of a stone staircase. This seems to fit the bill. Would you be able to help us with any knowledge or lore that you may have?
The king who sleeps? And he looks up. He says, yes, I think you could reach his chambers by taking the stone stairs. But I have not ascended the stairs in decades.
Are they dangerous? They look very well maintained.
I do not know who or what dwells on the levels above anymore. I have not been summoned by the king in very long times. He sleeps.
Do you know why he sleeps?
The king sleeps from times to times, centuries to centuries, unless he must awaken, and then he awakens.
What has awoken him in the past? What needs?
It is hard to remember. Sometimes the affairs of gods, sometimes dragons. Not often is he concerned with the affairs of the small folk like you.
Well, we intend to go up there and see if we may get an audience with him. Is there anything that you need as we go up there that we may be able to assist you with?
That is a kind thought, little person. I am not in need of anything, but you should be careful.
What are you doing here?
I greet those who come to pay their respects to the king.
How does one customarily pay respects to the king?
When he is awake, he issues invitations. And with an invitation, you would arrive, and I would escort you to the court of the king.
But in this case, we are uninvited and we don't wish to be rude. What would be the proper protocol in this case?
Are you a powerful wizard?
That's tough. I'll say yes. I have been known to be powerful to some, but I am certainly no match for the king.
I remember a powerful wizard long ago. He required the guidance and counsel of the king. He awoke the king from his dream. Are you capable of entering the dreams of sleeping giants?
We're up for anything.
Well, I suppose that would be one way to do it. Otherwise, you seem not to be here for any malicious reason.
Correct.
So you could simply climb the stairs, go up to the court of the king, which is 10 floors above.
We do also bring news that the king might be interested in.
Well then, you shall have to be careful, because I am not certain what has come to exist and live on the layers above.
What might we encounter?
All sorts of creatures who wish to lair in the mountains, sometimes trolls, ogres, and other strange things that enjoy living in the dark stone.
They don't sound as honorable as you.
I am the only one that is left of my clan.
What happened? The
Time,
creatures?
time.
Well, anybody else have anything?
One last.
Yes.
Have you heard of Alyssa Hanaduthis?
Oh my God.
Let me think. The name does not strike a bell. Can you say it, perhaps, in the language of giants?
Yeah, I want to see this.
So, Duran's gonna gesture to Tuco.
I'll translate as best I can. I don't know if it.
Don't put that on him.
No, it's
Hey, Tuco.
uh,
Tuco, ask him how many Estros high he is.
Guys,
This is our friend here, Estroff.
Jesus. It's a problem with first impressions. You can only make them once.
Now he's gonna think we measure in mountain lions.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I do not understand some of the words that you speak in the small people language.
I can say it in giant or translate in giant.
Let's just move on.
Nonetheless, I bid you a safe journey.
Riff, did you have anything?
If we need to rest, is this a safe place to do it?
Here in the hall, the foyer is safe. You are the first creatures I have seen in some times.
If we rest, we may be able to recharge our flying capability.
What time of day is it?
It's afternoon.
It's probably too early for a long rest, but we could do a short rest.
I will lose my dark vision and my fly. If that...
Oh,
Not the end of the
It's too
world.
early to rest. Move on.
Yep,
Yeah.
let's rock and roll, guys.
well, the only reason I was thinking it is because I would get back my channel divinities, but that's all right. I don't really need them.
Let's keep going. We got 10 flights of stairs to get up.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We enjoyed this conversation immensely and are honored by your wisdom and your insight.
We hope to bring news of the king.
So
I want to
shall
try
we-
to in my little mountain lion form and give him a bow, however awkward it might be.
if
He looks
Estro
seriously at you.
okay, if Estroff turns into something small, he can sit on my shoulder and I can fly up with him.
Well, he just turned into a mountain lion, so
Yeah.
I imagine a mountain lion would still be able to climb those stairs much faster
Oh, yeah.
than Astaroth.
oh yeah, he
Faster than-
pounces way up faster.
Okay. So we just start ascending.
You guys start going up, and at a pretty swift pace, you get up to the top of the stairs that right, like as they're spiraling around right before it reaches the landing of the second level. And that's when all of you need to make a perception roll.
Would I use Estrof's perception or Mountain Lion's perception?
You know what? That's an excellent question, because Mountain Lion might have, what's Estrof's perception? Because you could use whatever the higher of the two is.
I get +3.
Yeah. So he's the same.
I use both same time.
I got a 6.
Although, hold on. Lion has keen smell, so you have advantage on smell checks, which is exactly what we're doing here.
Nice. Well, that one landed on correct, so I got to redo it anyways. 13 and we're gonna go with 13. So I got 16.
11.
All right. You were all hit with a wafty, rank smell. It's a stench that may be familiar to some of you guys. You have smelled this stink before. It is a body odorific stink mixed with a fecal stink, mixed with, you're not really sure. But it's dark on this second floor, and you see the similar architecture in the room, the craftsmanship of stone giants, but you see debris all over. You see piles of feces. You see bones of what looks like maybe mountain goats, and some humanoid bones, and it smells.
Can we keep going up the stairs, or do we have to go to across something to get to the next?
You sure could. You can keep going up.
Can we tell about where it's coming from in that area?
When you get to that floor, it's a waft of stank. Like it's like the whole room just smells. It's like when you go in that funky building in a zoo where you're like, woof, and your eyes start watering. It's that level. Eye-watering stank. I need to make a roll. So do you guys continue going up, or do you stop?
You have nothing.
I have no reason to stop.
Okay.
Yep.
All of you, if you're going to continue going up, make stealth checks.
I'm flying. Do I still need to do a stealth?
You do not. You can fly right up.
The stealth smart.
27.
Jeez. We need to get past without trace.
All right.
That was
Astro
6, right?
10.
and Riff, you got a 7.
Got 12 altogether.
I got a natural 1.
Y'all are going up the stairs. You make it about the first 15 feet when you hear, and there's like these guttural voices. Tuco, you speak giant, so you understand that they are saying, "Hey, who's that? Go get him."
Yes, they're coming.
Is it just one, or are there multiple?
No, you hear multiple voices.
I'm gonna get my longbow ready.
Where are they? Where's that noise coming from?
Farther away in the room, but they're running towards the stairs.
Okay, I am going to fly. Is there a place where I could fly that I would still be in eyesight, but I'd be expected to not be seen?
The ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's where I'd like to fly up to.
Durant is basically going to position himself on the stairs, more or less where he is. And he is going to prepare to cast Spirit Guardians as soon as they're on him.
Okay, everybody roll initiative. Ba-boom.
Is it too late to do mage armor?
18.
Give the people what they want, right, Eric?
I guess so.
I got a 7.
Astrop, you got a 7?
Yeah.
Riff, what did you have?
14.
14 for Riff. Durant, what'd you have?
7.
And Humphrey, what did you have?
I have an 8.
No. How could
Yep.
you guys suck this much?
We've been practicing.
Yes, that's true.
Remember, we don't get in combat very often, so this is new to us.
Right.
And when you do, it's ouch.
Yep.
Okay. Tuco, you're kind of like on the stairs, but you hear these things running at you, and you see out of the let's see actually how far away they are before you see them.
Let me just get the landscape here. We're at the top of a flight of stairs, a big open room with a bunch of bones and stuff scattered around.
Yes. So Tuco, you don't have dark vision, so you're using a lantern, and you can't see them at this point. You hear them running towards you, but you can't see them at this point. So do you want to defer your round until you can see them?
So I'm gonna douse my lantern. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hide. Then I'm gonna ready in action. Hold.
Okay.
In case I see them.
Okay.
I have my longbow prepared as well.
All right. They arrive.
Okay.
So the trolls are stanky and angry.
So they're trolls, huh?
So can I see them now? Can I attack?
Does anyone else have a light source?
No dark vision though.
Durant?
Nope.
No. So it's pitch black. Everybody else has dark vision. Tuco, you can't see. So 3 things are going to happen. The trolls run out to attack. The first one attacks with claw, bite. So the claws hit 18 and 7, 16 and 7. So a 25 and a 24 to go. And then they 11. So 2 hits, I'm assuming.
I was hidden. Does that matter?
Oh,
I
yep,
used my bonus action to hide.
that's right. You did.
So what do you basically like drop the lantern and go hide?
Yep. So you cannot be seen. Durant, 25 and a 24 hit. Yes. You were on the stairs.
Correct.
So 2d6 plus 4. Uh, 21 damage total from the first pull. Second troll. Estra. I have a 22 to hit,
Well, that definitely is.
16 to hit,
That does hit. Yeah.
and a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Okay, so 2 hits on you. You are going to take 26 damage.
Good Lord.
Jesus, we're all gonna die.
Oh, no.
Rope trick.
All right, troll number 3.
Ugh.
Oh, I wish I could screen share from my other computer. But let me just explain to you what it's like when you roll a 1, and a 20. So with 2 catastrophic misses, but one of them is a significant hit.
It destroys you.
So you will take, it's actually not too bad considering it was a crit. You will take 17. And the trolls are done. It is now Riff's turn.
Wait, who's the 17 against?
That was against Riff. So Riff took 17 damage. So
So-
Riff is now your turn.
Well, sorry, hold on a second. Can we see what the trolls have in their hands or for weapons?
Yeah, they have claws and teeth.
Okay, no spears or something like that.
No, they're just like they're these big, ugly, hideous creatures, and they're just going ham on everybody who's near the stairs.
Okay.
Tuco, you still can't see them. So
I'm gonna swoop in and give him dark vision in a second. So
Hang on. So what am I looking at here? 3 trolls, right?
Yeah.
Like coming from the same direction?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anywhere to like run and sort of get cover, partial cover?
sure,
Okay.
you can make an acrobatics check to jump off the stairs and like run away from the stairs because they're basically swarming you guys on the stairs.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
+6, 18.
Done. You jump, run, hit the ground, and roll.
Okay. And then I'm going to fairy fire on all 3 of them, hopefully. So everybody can see them easily.
good idea, man. Well done.
Nice.
Hmm.
So each object in a 20-foot cube, so I don't know how that works out.
That'll get them.
Okay, they have to
They have to make their
make
dex
dexterity
save.
save.
What's your spell save DC?
That would be 15.
Okay. They are not super adept at saving throws, and they have a lame dex bonus. Only one of them saved. I roll a 16 and they get a +1. So one of them saved, the other 2 do not.
So 2 of them should be lit,
Yes.
10-foot radius, and dim light.
Yep.
You guys get advantage on attacking.
Yes,
Fun,
you
man.
Riff, that is your action. That was your move and your action. Well done.
Yeah.
Tuco, you, by some miracle, even though there's no light, you could see 2 of the trolls outlined now.
Okay, I'm gonna attack, pick a bow shot at one of them. How far
Okay.
away are they? Just out of curiosity.
They're right up on you guys. So like you disengaged or you didn't disengage, but you moved and hid. So you're about 10 feet away. So you could pop out and fire.
Could I still, if they're that close, maneuver around behind them and get a surprise attack with my swords? Or is that
You don't
too
need
much?
to, because the way fairy fire works, you get advantage. So if you hit with your main attack, with your main weapon, you get to add your sneak attack damage in.
all right? Let's go in and drop the bow and draw my swords.
Okay. So your first attack, you roll with advantage.
Hit. 11. 25.
That's a hit. So your damage is your weapon damage and then your sneak
Yep.
attack damage.
1d6 plus 4. Oh, nice. 16.
15 damage total.
16.
16. Okay. And then your second attack, you don't get the sneak attack damage, but you can make your second attack.
Okay. Is it still with advantage?
What's that?
Is it still with advantage?
Yeah.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Damage. 10.
Okay. You jump out from your hiding spot, and one of the outlined trolls, you just jab it in the side, and then you slash it across the other side. and it kind of screams in pain. Durant, you are up.
Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Describe how this manifests.
Okay, so a circle radiates out from Durant, illuminated with this divine light, and floating through the divine light are books floating through the air with wings, and on the spine of the books it says A Honaduthis.
It's like Page Master.
Okay.
So it's 15 feet around me for the duration of the spell. I am targeting all of the trolls that I can see.
And they need to make wisdom saves versus your spell save
Correct.
DC.
And my spell save
what
DC,
is that?
14.
Ooh. Trolls are not the wisest of creatures. So one of them completely and totally fails. The other two succeed, even with a -1. I rolled a 16 and a 15 and a 1. So the one that fails suffers the, what is it, 3D?
Yeah, 3d8. I just rolled 13.
13. Okay. Do me a favor. Roll a d6 for me. I have to randomize which one was affected.
Okay, that's a 4.
Okay, so it was the second one. So you did 13 radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As we go down now to Estroff the Lion.
All right. So would it be an action to relinquish my mountain lion form?
Your Circle of the Moon?
Circle of the Land.
Oh. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Because I want to relinquish it, cast Flame Blade, which I believe it would be an action to relinquish it, and then a bonus action for Flame Blade, and then that would be my turn. But if it's not, then I could cast Flame Blade.
I think it's either an action or a bonus action.
Okay. Then I'll relinquish and I'll cast Flame Blade. And now we have 10 foot of good light and another 10 foot of dim light.
Okay. You blade up. And that brings us back to the top of the order, the Angry Trolls.
It does. Do I get a turn here?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't put you in order.
Hey guys, nice to join you.
You're down the hall.
You're right. I'm already high-fiving the sleeping giant. Like,
yeah. So Humphrey, you are on the ceiling. They have no clue that you're there, and so like 50 feet below, you see this whole thing. You're like watching it like you're like a security camera, and you could see like you saw like Rift jump off and then turn, and you saw them outline, and you saw like Tuco jump out from the shadows and attack, and you saw Durant create this spell, and you see like magical flying radiance ghost books, and then you see Estroff turn from a lion back into himself, and his blade flames up. So you are in this vantage point, and they have no clue where you are.
Okay. So what I want to try to do is I would like to attempt to scare the trolls away. And I would like to do so by casting Major Illusion of a 20-foot flaming creature with the pomp and circumstance that such a creature would come with, the whoosh and the feel of heat on their troll skin, and the roaring that this creature would come with. And I would like to position it in such a way, I know they're on top of each other, but in a way that sort of is as much in between our people and them as we can, in an effort to scare them the F off.
So just as an just to clarify for the spell major image, you could create that. You could create a wall of flame, a fire elemental, but you cannot create sufficient heat or cold to cause damage.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be to cause damage. It would just be to like,
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
they could feel the heat.
Yeah, to
Sensory
emphasize that this is a
in their,
thing.
right, in their mind.
Yeah.
So you're able to do that. They're going to have to make their DC. What's your spell save DC?
Good question.
Rolls are dumb.
14.
Yeah, they have a -2. They're
They
gonna.
all get 20s.
They're at a -2 for this. No, I rolled
Fuck
a
off,
2.
Bill.
No, I rolled a 2, a 2, and a 9. So you create this. So basically, jumping up between the trolls and Tuco is this fire elemental that like roars and like flames up, and the trolls like jump back, and they like literally like one of them falls, and they start like running away in terror.
Do we get attacks of opportunity?
Yes, because it's the beginning of your all's round.
Astroff would be upset if he doesn't get to use Flame Blade.
I know.
So Riff, it is your turn. Riff, what do you do?
I was gonna do, and I guess I'll still do, because I'm not sure that they're not going to come back.
Fair point.
Is start up like a little the tinderbox, start up in my last boil, maybe start up a little fire. I don't know if I can do that on the ground. There's lots of stuff around, right, that I could start a little fire with.
Yeah, there's
with the
bone.
intent,
There's like
with the intent of, with the intent of lighting arrows on fire and taking shots at them.
Ooh, good one.
Fire is good against trolls from all the lore I've heard.
Wait, when I
So
see
just want
him
to ready that up.
blade
Yeah.
over,
Oh, that's true. You could just dip your arrow over the Flame Blade.
I just want
Tuco, what do you do?
Do I get the attack of opportunity?
Yes, go ahead.
In a way. So just the one.
Yep.
19.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
With sneak attack. 15.
No.
Oh, 11.
All right. Durant.
Yeah, I guess I'll take my attack of opportunity because it's not my turn yet, correct?
No, it is.
Oh, it is my turn?
The trolls basically won initiative. So they're like,
It withdrawn.
So they're
Yeah,
withdrawn,
so-
yeah.
their turn was like, run. So like Humphrey did this major image of the fire elemental jumping up. Their turn was going to be to attack you guys. They see the fire elemental thing and they flee.
Okay. Since they're
You get a
fleeing
swipe.
and it's not an attack of opportunity, then I can cast Sacred Flame, which I'm going to do.
Okay. That is a, what is that? Wisdom save?
Bear with me, I don't have that one pulled up yet.
Whatever it is, it fails. It rolled a 7. So your spell
Whatever you did, it sucks.
is high.
Yeah. Okay. So Sacred Flame, 1d8 radiant. Oh, it doesn't scale. Oh well. That's 1. Oh, it does scale. Never mind.
Yeah,
So
isn't it?
that's
D8?
8 total.
Okay. Durant. Estra.
All right, so definitely
Here it
slash
is.
closest one. That would be a 15.
Nice.
Forget advantage.
Oh, is there advantage too?
Right, because it's
Very
very fire. Yeah.
At 20.
He's like, it's a 1. No.
How
All
much?
right, Well, it's 3d6. So do they automatically take the 3d6 and then roll the next 3d6?
So
Good God.
yeah, so they
Nice.
take 18 damage plus you roll the 3d6 on top of it.
Oh my God, that's 9 more. So that's 27.
Let me do some math right quick because that might be
That's
enough to drop that.
6
dude.
they laid on me. And 1.
That was awesome.
I'm glad you reminded me about the advantage.
That is awesome. Yep.
Don't forget, guys.
Yeah. You cut him and he drops, and the amount of flaming damage. So I want you to describe how this happens, but imagine that this fire elemental illusion popped up. They're like, and they run away in terror. One of them kind of slips and falls, as I mentioned, on his way to get away, which is when you run up. And what happens as you come down with this death blow?
I'm coming through the freaking sheet of fire with fire in my hand, slice him down, and then I take a few steps with momentum onto his body, and I scream at the other ones, "Why did you run?"
The troll is dead. You recall that fire is a crucial component to making sure that a troll doesn't just pop right back up. And you're pretty sure that that gaping maw of troll disgusting flesh that's wide open and is singed along both sides has guaranteed that this guy is not getting back up.
Well done.
Humphrey, it's back up to you. Your major image has had a definite impact, and you see the trolls now are about, well, the surviving two are about 40 feet away, running towards the far corner of the room.
I'm helping. I'm torn between telling everybody let's skedaddle and then also shooting a firebolt at one of their asses on the way out.
Just so you know, your spell, you can move it.
Oh yeah, then let's chase after it.
Okay.
Yes, please.
So you make the fire elemental start chasing them.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Because that would be great if it's like right behind me as I'm running.
Oh my God, yes. Yes, let's do that thing. That thing, please. I'd like two of them.
You make it turn and like flare up and then just start like it has roughly human form.
Right.
Every time it moves, there's like arcs of flame. And
gorgeous.
running right in front of it, like on the ground, is Estroff, and he's like, "Get back here!" And like he's running with his flame blade.
Oh, this is glorious.
They
pee themselves.
They're terrified. They continue running to the corner, and you see them. Well, actually, I don't know if you guys, the rest of you guys wouldn't see this, but Estroff, you see them running to the corner, and it looks like they have made some kind of like makeshift troll lair out of like bones and skins of animals, like tents that are kind of like leaning up against the beautiful stone giant masonry work. And you're running towards their area. They've dived into their lair.
Want to finish these guys off, or do we just
Rift, you were up.
All right. So Rift runs up to the dead troll and goes down and grabs its I don't know how massive its face and its head is, but he grabs it and he starts like going like this, and he's going to use vicious mockery on one of the other trolls to the effect of a little song snippet.
Oh my God.
It goes a little something like this.
I don't think you're in your range though.
You're a psycho.
So
this is
how
awesome.
far do they run? How far do they run?
They're 80 feet away now.
All right, well, it's 60 feet. Look, he's gonna try it. He's like, he's gonna go.
You can probably run
grab
it.
and move it.
How many Astros?
He's just like just in the general of at least one of the trolls use vicious mockery.
Okay.
And he goes, This is
Do it,
terrible.
do it.
That has to be done because it's like situational.
Just do it.
Burn out the day, burn out the night. I can't see no reason to put up a fight because I'm dead. I'm living for giving the devils their due, and I'm burning for you. And like I whip open the thing, and at the other trolls,
Oh my god.
and hopefully Vicious Mockery works.
Riff runs with a dead troll head, and ends this
Psycho.
song. He ends this song as he gets in, right? And they have to make a what's the saving throw that they have to make against you?
It's a wisdom saving throw, which is
So
the best for trolls.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
And you burst.
So-
you and Estroff get there at the same time. Okay, you burst in and you're like, "I'm burning for you!" And like the troll's like, "Rah!" and like jumps back in its tent, terrified.
When he did that, when he goes, "You can I cast Druidcraft on their fireplace so that it at the same time?"
It takes 1d4 psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on its next attack roll if it makes an attack.
Okay.
I think everyone took psychic damage on that.
Right, we all died a little inside.
Sorry, fans. All one of you out there.
All right. So that happens. There's one of the trolls that didn't get fairy fired. He has not been impacted by any damage or by the vicious mockery. So Astrop, when you and Riff burst through the tent chasing the trolls, it is now your turn, Astrop. What do you do?
All right. I'm going to recall the blade and then attack.
Okay.
Now, which one's closer to me? The one that's not fairy fired or the one that's fairy fired?
The one that's not.
Okay, then I want to turn and get him.
Okay.
That would be dirty 20.
That's it. Roll damage.
11.
Okay. 11 fire. All right, Tuco. Were
So
you
how far away-
following the cavalcade of death into the tents?
How far away are they from me?
If you were running with them, then you would have caught up to the trolls in their troll tent.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'll attack the guy that still has fairy fire and damage.
Yeah, so you basically would have used your regular move plus your dash action, and then
Bonus.
you would be in a position where you could actually flank with Estroff. So you get your sneak attack on your main weapon attack.
Yeah, Scimitar. 21.
That's
Nice.
a hit. Roll damage and add in sneak attack.
11.
All right. And your offhand weapon?
I used my dash as a bonus action.
Oh, that's
so
right.
it-
That's right. Thank you for keeping it real. Humphrey. Oh, wait.
Durant.
Sorry, Durant.
Right.
I mean, Durant doesn't see a reason that we're all slaughtering them, so Durant is kind of just going to sit down where he is and wait for the guys to come back.
Okay. Humphrey.
I have to maintain concentration, right? I can't do a cantrip.
Yeah, I'm going to say at this point you have so many spells running that
Yeah.
I might make you have a head hemorrhage.
Right. I'll consider myself saturated and just maintain what I got.
Okay. To be clear, the fire elemental illusion, like the trolls are not, they're basically cornered. There's no way that they're going to run away.
Okay.
They're terrified. Okay.
But the elemental illusion is keeping them terrified.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Then I want to maintain that.
And the one of them that is going to be up has disadvantage actually. So it's going to disadvantagedly attack. That's a fail.
Right, because they're cornered. They have no other option but to attack and probably a disadvantage, right?
The third attack, I rolled an 18 and a 19. So even with disadvantage, The third attack does hit. Astroff, you will take 9 damage. Troll number 2. Miss. Wow. And 18, Tuco, 18.
Just met hits.
Okay. So 1 of 3 hits for a paltry 7. All right. We are now back at Riff.
All right. How's the we're still under fairy fire.
The one that's under fairy fire, you can attack with advantage if you want.
Okay.
How are these guys looking? Like, are they looking in pretty rough shape?
The one that's fairy fired has taken more damage, obviously, than the one that they just started attacking, but he's okay.
All right. I'm going to can I light an arrow fire on like this burning troll head or anything near enough that's on fire? Maybe Astroff's
Yeah.
blade and shoot a fire arrow at that guy. So I'm gonna shoot an arrow with my short bow.
I could just see like I'm swinging, and as I swing back, you're like,
13.
13 with advantage.
Oh,
He's fairy fired.
15.
All right, 15's a hit. Go ahead.
All right. 8 arrow damage.
All right. An arrow sinks into his stanky troll flesh. Let's see. Astroff. Flame blade.
yeah. Same guy. Oh, that almost landed on 19. That's a 9.
Another one.
It's because it hit that arrow swinging.
Yeah, you got advantage, man.
Yeah, you have advantage because you and Tuco are flanking.
Oh, okay.
Second guy. So
An 11.
You tried.
all right,
That
Tuco.
freaking arrow.
Right?
The guy that hit me last time, Tuco looks at him, hits some of his blood, licks it. And, even your dishonor, you try, bring it. And he comes up and attacks again.
I like it.
It's hardcore.
Right.
15 or 23.
Yeah, it's a hit. Roll damage with sneak.
Total is 14.
Nice. And what's your second offhand?
Short sword. 23 or 8. I'll take the 23.
Okay, damage.
5.
All right.
Oh no, sorry, 6.
Okay. Humphrey. Durant and Humphrey.
Yeah.
Durant is just going to judgmentally sit on the stairs.
Silently judging and scowling at everybody. And Humphrey's going to maintain.
Okay. Back to the trolls. They are not faring well. The disadvantaged troll makes its best attempts to survive with, even at disadvantage, 2 hits, actually. Wow. 15 or a 16, a 19 or a 15, and an 11 or a 6. So the 6 is obviously a miss, but the 15 plus 7 is a 22, and the other 15 plus 7 is a 22. So 2 hits. 2 hits.
I feel like Durant could be healing people.
The first is Astroff, you're going to take 13.
Jeez.
And Tuco, you're going to take 6. Troll number 2. Well, that's 1 hit. Riff, you are going to take one hit. Oof, 13.
How you guys looking for health?
I'm a little shaky in the knees.
Yeah.
Oh, a flesh wound.
Just but a flesh wound.
There's not much flesh left.
Right.
All right, that brings us to Riff.
How close am I to the trolls?
Well, the one just moved up to attack you.
Okay, so I can't move, or he'll get an attack opportunity, right?
Yes, you could disengage.
Dissonant whispers.
Ooh,
I've never used that before.
Which one's that?
dissonant whim.
Dissonant whispers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do that on the guy that's right next to me. He's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
The wisest of the wise.
I whisper a discordant melody. It's kind of an off-tune humming of what I just did with "I'm Burning for You." Try to scare him away.
He failed.
Burning for you.
-2 is 6.
That's
So
stuck
what
in my head now.
So he takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Dang.
That's awesome.
It was all terrible. It's 4 damage, but he must immediately use his reaction to move as far as it speeds away from me.
Okay. He runs away, which means Tuco, you get a reaction and attack of opportunity.
With our 20, 30, 20.
The hit. What's the damage?
Does he get, I can't remember, does he get sneak attack?
No, not for this.
All right, so 8.
Not quite enough to drop him. He runs. And blows through the tent, knocking some of the skins over. He's burning and running and just screaming in terror. Just madness has overcome him. We are up to Astroff. You can attack the guy that you and Tuco have been attacking.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll take the 16.
Okay. Damage.
That is 8.
With the flame blade?
Yeah.
Okay. Tuco. Your attack, your regular attack. Go ahead.
Ooh, 11.
Nope. You were so distracted by the fleeing opportunity that you swiped that one and you kind of overstepped your balance and just were a little bit shy of this troll as it's frantically trying to fend off both you and Estroff's flaming blade. This brings us then to Humphrey.
Durant.
Okay.
was that?
Do I get the bonus attack?
No,
That was my main attack, though, wasn't it? Or was it another attack of opportunity?
no, that was your main attack. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Your regular offhand weapon. Go ahead.
22,
Yes, hit.
8.
Still up. Humphrey, you see one of the trolls burst out of the tent, screaming in terror and running away.
Okay, but it's still Durant's turn, right?
Yes, Durant, what do you do?
Oh, okay. So Durant is going to sigh heavily, but seeing that Estroff is hurt, he's going to walk close enough to Estroff to cast Healing Word at 2nd level. And he's also going to see if he can catch the fleeing troll in the area of the Spirit Guardians. Actually, that would fall when I cast Healing Word, won't it?
Yes. So here's a question. That's because the troll now is fleeing the corner. Effectively, it's coming back towards you.
So can I play it out that I walk toward him to get within the 15-foot range of the spell, so that he has to make the save and take the damage, and then cast the Healing Word, which would drop the area of effect?
Yes.
Clever.
Okay, so that is 3d8 of damage. Oh, he makes the Wisdom save first.
He does not.
Okay.
Hellfire.
That's 20 points of damage.
Oof! Oh,
Two
that
natural rolls in there.
Hot damn.
that is
Wow.
enough. He falls.
You got
Now
He
that
did.
is radiant damage. Yes. Okay. He drops.
He's taken. Does the
And
killing
you want
blow
to
have
your
to be
bonus-
fire damage?
He's still on fire, so he might burn himself out anyway.
Your bonus action then is going to be the Healing Word.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and roll for the
I'll
healing.
be casting that at 2nd level, so that'll be 7 points of healing.
nice.
Okay. Estroff, you don't even see Durant. You just feel healthy.
Good berry.
You're convinced that it's your flaming blade. You're like, man, this blade.
Yeah.
I love this thing.
I go like.
Right.
This then brings us to Humphrey.
So is my major image doing anything now?
Nah, not at this point. I mean,
Okay.
no, I'm sorry. It's keeping them from fleeing.
Well, one of them. Now there's only one more alive, right?
Yes, the last one that's alive is pretty beat up, and it's also flanked by Tuco and Estroff.
Okay. I'll drop it.
Well,
And then
wait,
I'll-
that's what letting us see it, right? Because that's not the one that has the fairy fire on it.
No,
But you got
can-
flame
you
blade,
can see
so
it
he can
because of
see
the
it.
flame blade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good point though. So I'll drop it because let's get a shot in, and I'll do a fire. I'll do a firebolt, which is a 2d10.
Okay.
So so I have to roll to. I'm trying to pull up my character
Yeah,
sheet
it's a
here.
spell attack.
Yeah. So okay, so it's +6. Let's roll this bad boy. Roll 1d. Sorry. 1d20 +6, which is 17.
That's a hit. Roll
Cool.
10 for damage.
14.
14 damage might be enough, and fire, let's point out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, 22 plus 14 plus 22 plus 14 equals 72. Just you blast it back up into the wall of the tent. The nasty animal skin tent begins to burn along with the troll inside of it. Tuco and Estroff, you feel that if you don't leave the tent, you are also going to be on fire.
You can have a bad time.
Yeah, you're in a burning clown tent of troll at hell.
Still
all of
better
you
than your
guys-
ex's house.
All of you guys back out of this specific area, and it continues to burn. Durant, make a perception check, please.
Oh no.
That's 17.
You see the troll that you dropped with your spirits starting to get up.
Can I casually walk over and use the dwarven sword to take his head off?
Yes.
I will do that.
Casually is the key word.
Casually make your attack roll against it.
It's too
I feel like he's
formal.
not even, he's just gonna start walking at us like.
That's a 21.
Yep.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Casually.
That's a 7.
You hit it. You don't kill it. You cut a big gash into its shoulder and neck, but it's getting up.
Is initiative?
like,
Are we still in? Are we still
Yeah.
in combat? Can I just? So I can't just go over and just do a flame bolt right now and just end this.
I mean, go ahead, roll if you want.
Okay.
I don't want to steal Riff's thunder. He was.
I don't. If no, Riff.
He was going to sing in a ballad, but
Okay, I'll roll this then. It's going to be a 13.
that's a miss. You shoot a firebolt past Durant. Riff, what do you do?
Do I have any access to something on fire that I can?
Oh
use
yeah,
as a melee?
there's a whole burning troll hobo camp right in front of you.
Okay.
Wait, was that thing on fairy fire? Shouldn't I get advantage
No.
on that? Okay.
What was the other one? Yeah, I mean, I just want to. I want to attack with something that has fire damage, basically.
Okay. So you're shooting an arrow at it, flaming arrow?
Yeah, I guess I'm doing that.
Okay.
And this Riff, let's do it.
17.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
5.
That's enough.
Awesome.
Ugh. It's burning. Its gross hair starts to burn. And so now not only is there that funky zoo-like smell of a troll lair, but there's the smell of burning flesh, which, as we all know, is just a very gut-wrenching smell. You guys, the chamber itself reeks.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Search.
Is there anything
Oh.
shiny
Yeah.
Oh, a search
that's not
indeed.
burned?
Yes.
Before I start searching, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on myself. And again,
Hold on. Maybe we could do a short rest or something like that.
In a burning
Here.
stink troll lair?
I mean,
Maybe
they're
we
all
can
dead.
go back down and see our stone giant friend and rest there.
You could.
Yeah.
So I need to know who's searching and who's going downstairs to heal and rest. Okay, those of you who are searching, make investigation checks. You begin fanning out around the room. Tuco, I'm assuming that you relight your lantern because otherwise you're blind.
Nine.
I get a 16 because I have no freaking modifier.
Better than my 9.
11.
Durant's going to cast Detect Magic.
Did anyone get under a 10?
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Well, you're still going to find something.
You find bones. Thanks, Bell.
You found 3
Find
trolls.
meaning.
Right.
You
You
find a pile.
Yeah, there's 3 dead trolls. Not quite sure what happened.
+3 pile of dew.
We rocked their world. That's what happened.
Yep. I didn't think we were making out of that alive, guys. I swear, like once I started seeing that damage come in that first round, I was like, oh, we are effed.
I don't see the point in the senseless slaughter of creatures that
I
were
am
running from us.
Estroff, Lord of the Flames. So
Everybody bows to your flame blade.
If they don't want to attack us, we won't attack them. But if they attack us first,
We'll finish it.
All right.
that's
No need for that.
So we will begin with Estroff. Roll percentile for me.
all right.
We never get a roll percentile. This is exciting.
93.
What?
Riff. Roll a d12. Roll a d12 twice.
What did you do to me, Estroff?
No,
Right?
you are 17 frogs
Ooh, I'm sorry, you got
3
gout.
and then a 10. 3 and a 10.
3 and a 10. All right, Estroff. You find a cluster of 13 bodies. Most of them are very decayed, like they've been around here for a long time. And they've all been stripped. And next to the pile of rotting bodies is all sorts of bags, like look like backpacks, pouches, stacks, belts, boots, armor, cloaks, rope, all sorts of adventuring supplies. Okay. Now, among those things in this pile, you find a wine bottle, an unopened wine bottle.
Yes.
That is actually has a paper label, and it looks like it's a proper vineyard. And it's labeled as a red wine from Turmish, Turmish, and it's actually based on the date on the label. It looks like it's a 25-year-old bottle of wine.
Nice.
You also find several pouches of coins.
I'm less interested in those, but
Right.
everyone else is jealous.
He likes that Chateau
so,
Lafite that he just got.
you
Opus 1.
You find 18 gold coins. You find 8 silver coins, and you find 110 copper coins. Who else rolled to search?
Natural 20.
Okay. Roll percentile for me, Tuco.
It was natural 20.
Find 3 more trolls.
Oh, can you imagine? 3 more trolls come strolling in.
Get
41.
41.
Dire troll lich.
You find a pile of bones. These aren't even bodies anymore. And the bones do not look like they are human-sized. They look like they've been here for a real long time. And you see a pile of weapons and armor that also looks like it's made for a smaller-sized person. And amidst the weapons and armor, you find a banner that's very torn. The cloth is very torn and old-looking. And it has a symbol that you don't recognize on it. And there's a bag that contains a variety of supplies, including like a pick for mining and some rope. And the rope looks like it's pretty old and pretty rotten. And a vial with a blue liquid in it. There is no label on the blue liquid of vial.
So are the weapons or armor, does it look like Estroff would be able to use those? Or do they even look usable, or are they just too old?
Do you show the stuff that you found?
Yeah.
It looks like it's plate armor, but it's made for someone with a very stout chest and shoulders, maybe like a dwarf. And there is also a battle axe.
Contain yourself, Mike. He's like wiggling over there in his happy dance. Can I do identify on the blue liquid?
You could. Also, the rest of you guys, not Humphrey and not Tuco, but the rest of you guys see as Tuco's showing you this stuff, you see that he's holding this cloth up, this very faded and tattered banner.
History?
The rest of you guys
history.
recognize what it is immediately without even needing to make a check. You recognize it as the banner of the Dragonstone Dwarf clan.
Oh, right. I wouldn't know what that is. Yeah.
What is it, Dragon?
Dragonstone Dwarf clan.
What are the Dragonstone dwarves doing up here?
Indeed. Your identify spell? You realize
I'm just focused on Mike's dog. Sorry.
that this is a potion of gaseous form.
Eat.
Durant cast detect magic, by the way.
All right, the plate armor and the helmet and the axe are all magical.
And they're all similar to the ones we had already previously found.
No.
Oh,
For this, I will make you make history rolls, but just
right.
Durant, Riff, and Estroff.
Another net 20.
That also.
I happened to also get a natural 20 for 29.
Are you guys
What?
shitting me?
Did we
You all got net 20?
All right, so here's what
So
happened.
we broke the game.
Feels like I'm taking
all
crazy
look at-
pills.
right here?
No, this is
Retiring.
cool. This is cool. This is cool. So the three of you guys look at this and you realize that you're like, oh, it's similar craftsmanship as the Dragonstone, the other stuff that we found from before. But this seems to predate that craftsmanship. It looks like an even older, like more antique version of that armor and the insignia that's pounded into the breastplate of the plate armor. It's the Dragonstone clan, but it looks like it's like older than the armor sets that you guys found. It would be like if like the stuff you guys found was like World War I army uniforms, right? And this is like Revolutionary War army uniform. You see what I'm saying? Like you guys instantly realize like this right here is older than the stuff you guys found.
But this would
Huh?
collect some money.
That's
for
identified.
the-
Does he have to concentrate on a single thing, or would that cover? Because you said the plate, helmet, and axe were also magical, right?
Yeah, they're all +1. The axe is +1. The plate is +1, and the helm is +1. There's no shield.
Cool.
You
All
might have
right,
found Marissa's newest set of stuff.
Riff, you want to roll your percentile dice, please?
Absolutely. 01. No, just kidding. 21.
Ooh,
I feel like 01 would have been amazing.
I like this.
Uh-oh. I don't.
I really like this. Riff, you're kind of off on your own, all right? And like the other components of this troll horde, you have found what looks like another sad group of perhaps hikers, explorers who happened upon the wrong crevice and were captured and killed by these trolls or other trolls, you don't know. The bones, not even bodies, bones, that's how old these are obviously like they've been gnawed at, like they ate these people and just discarded the bones. But like the other discoveries that your comrades have made, there are piles of things with these bones that are very old looking. You find amongst the bags, you find a collection of coins and wealth. You find 170 silver pieces and 90 gold pieces.
Wow.
Just scattered amongst the different bags. You find cases, wooden cases that looks like they were smashed. And you kind of peek around, and inside the cases are actually musical instruments. Unfortunately, they are broken. But it looks like there was about like a mandolin, a lyre, and a lute, and then a couple flutes, and they all look like they were just smashed and broken open and then just left and discarded. But amongst the personal effects that are kind of scattered around the area, you see a small little thing it looks like it's made out of wood, and it looks like a little box. And it looks like if you open the lid, and it's very ornate. It's very ornate, and when you open it, it starts making music. And what bothers you about this is that you suddenly have this flashback to a time in your childhood when you lived amongst people who were masters at crafting things and tinkering with things. And the gnomish people that you lived with had these abilities to make these amazing things, like this little box that you're holding, and you open it up and it plays this song. And the very song that you're listening to was one of the many tunes that you had heard in your childhood being played amongst the gnomish people that you lived with.
Does it catch my ear?
Yes, it does, from like 30 feet away. It's like if you heard like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and you're like, what? And like you immediately recognize this tune. Both you and Riff recognize this tune. And you see that there's something like someone carved their initials on the bottom of the box.
Is it A. Hanaduthis?
Please no.
Hey, I got somebody else to do it. That's a win.
So can we do a history roll on this music box to see how old it is, or
I
what?
thought it was still
Yeah, hold on. You're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
So the initials say DM.
Oh my. Wow. Riff calls let's drop over. I'm by myself.
Malfoy.
Perception check to see if I notice this going on.
Oh, is everyone over there now?
No.
That'd be a 22.
Well, you heard some music
I guess
coming over from Riff.
I'll make my way over there.
Okay. Astroff, you get over there. Durant, you get over there, and you see Riff like almost like he's in space, like in a trance, looking at this beautifully crafted box, and he has the lid open, and he's like looking at it, and it's playing music, this little chiming sound.
Riff dries a tear to hide that he was
Recognize the
tearing up.
song?
What do you have there?
Make an intelligence check, Erik.
Yeah, no. Durant doesn't have any idea. It's a total of 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Riff, my friend, what is it?
Riff turns the box over. He gently closes the top and turns it over and shows Durant the initials on the bottom. What are these initials?
My initials.
It
I
says
certainly don't have.
DM.
Remember owning something like this, Durant?
I've never owned anything like this. Who's DM?
Besides you, right?
Well, yeah.
On you, Draco Malfoy.
Well, I once knew somebody that could be. He actually worked with wood and with musicians, but I mean, that would just be too great a coincidence, I think.
Let me see it, Riff.
Give it to Estro.
So I take it over and I kind of tinker with it and, you know, searching for things that I know that friends of mine that have worked with, you know, wood and tinkered and things, not that I'm a tinkerer, but that they have put in there. Tapping the sides and the bottom and everything.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
That would be 15.
You find a little extra piece of, on the inside, the red velvet like cloth. There's like a little extra piece of it in one corner. And you just kind of pinch it and gently lift up, and it's still playing the music, but you see that there's a false bottom. And you lift it up and you look inside, and there's a paper scroll, like rolled up, just gently placed and tied with a red ribbon.
Take it out. I don't read it. I pass it back to Riff and say, "It was your box. Why don't you read it?"
Yeah. Riff slowly unfurls it. Make sure not to damage it.
Okay. You unfurl this paper, and it seems pretty old. And there's no writing on it. It looks like a very old charcoal sketch. And on one side, you see like the face of like a boy, kind of like a profile of a boy looking in one direction. And then on the other side, a profile of the boy, another boy, a different boy, looking in another direction. So they're not looking at each other. They're like two boys, the profiles of two boys looking in two different directions. One of the boys has like, you know, kind of rounded ears and kind of like, you know, fuller features. The other boy has kind of like more pointed features and slightly pointed ears. And the one with the pointed features seems to be like a little bit older in this depiction, almost like a teenager. And the other one seems to be a little more baby-faced, like a younger depiction.
I wanna roll history on that. See if I recognize this picture. Wait, that hit a crack. Oh no, that's a 1. I'm blind. I can't even see the picture.
Oh,
Rip gets a slight chill when he kind of nonchalantly rubs the back of his neck.
Durant, make a perception check.
That would be an 18.
You feel some air, like you feel a shift in this smoky, troll-ridden, burning troll, stanky lair that you guys are in. You feel a shift in the air pressure, and it seems like the smell, the stinkiness, and the smoke are being drawn up, like out of the room. And you kind of smell like fresher air. I'm not going to say fresh, but like fresher air coming up from below, almost like the same way that a chimney would function. And the air is being drawn up, and you just feel like you're able to breathe a little more clearly.
Do you guys notice that?
All of you notice this.
Breathe the air. It's
But
different.
Durant, when this change in the air pressure happened, you felt almost like somebody was blowing gentle air, cool air on the back of your neck.
On the back of my neck.
Yes. And that is where we'll end this episode of D&D with Dads. Tune in next time to find out what happens when they go up another level. And as always, make sure that you like and subscribe. Thank you to all my patrons. And we will see you on the next episode of D&D with Dads. Peace out.
Well, hello, it's me, Wizzy. I'm back once again to remind you to subscribe and click on the notifications button, and also watch videos that are over there. And then don't forget to tune in to the next episode of whatever show you are just watching, and crafting videos and DM tips and pro tips for vlogging and all sorts of gaming things.